Alright, hey guys, Fatal Ferret here, back to bring you another Ferret's First Take, and this week we're going to be looking at Twin Star Exorcist. So this is like a shonen battle manga, it seems like, released by Viz here. So, I wasn't really sure about this series at first. It looked pretty good, but I really had no clue about anything about it, at all, really. I was kind of going in pretty blind on this. And so, I had it for like a week or so before I finally read it, because I was kind of reading some other stuff, and sometimes it's hard to get started in a new series. But anyway, before I get too far, we start with our hero of the story, or our main character, Rokuro, I believe is how you say his name. So he is a troubled soul that we'll learn about in a little bit. And then this counterpart here, I believe her name is Benoi. It seems like a weird name for a guy, B-E-N-I-O. So, I don't know. It seems like a weird name for her, but probably because I'm saying it wrong. It's probably something more feminine. But maybe it is just Benoi. But anyway, we start off the story with pretty much all focused on Rokuro, and basically he is a troubled kid. He's not, what is he? I can't remember what age. I don't know if we ever figure out what age he is, but he's got a very troubled past. He's also kind of a bit of a rebellious kid. He's supposed to be learning to become an exorcist, and in this world, exorcists are supposed to exorcise Kagara. Kagara, something like that. And so, or Kagare. And so, they're supposed to exorcise them because they can infest people, and they can kill people and stuff like that. And so, he's supposed to be very talented, but for some reason, he does not want to be one anymore. And we get small hints of something called the Hinasuki Dorm incident that he was a part of. And you'll later find out he was the only survivor of a group of young exorcists, and it was targeted by a bunch of Kagara, and so he was the only survivor, and he is quite traumatized by that whole experience, and he does not want to be an exorcist anymore, but that used to be his dream, to exorcise all Kagara from the world. But anyway, he's strolling along one day and a girl falls from the sky, because, in anime and manga, that's just how things work out. So this is where he first meets Benoi, whatever her name is. I'm so sorry if that's not her name. But she was a very standoffish, cold kind of character, kind of aloof, I guess you could say. But then you later find out that she is also an exorcist, and she is actually also basically like a child prodigy, and you find out that she likes to travel into the Magano. That's like where the Kagare live, or where they come from, and so there's always a lot of them there. And so they travel there to save a young girl and her brother, kind of deal, and so some madness ensues there. And so she has quite the power, but then you later find out that he also still has quite a few bad memories from whatever happened to him back in his time. But you kind of have that shonen battle thing here where, he has some sort of power he's been given, and that the Kagara seem to be afraid of him for it. So we still don't know exactly what his power is, but it seems like the master of whatever kind of exorcist little dojo thing he's at now seems to have bestowed upon him. And so you kind of go through the story and you find out that she is actually, he's trying to lead her around to wherever she's trying to get to. But you find out that they're actually going to the same place, and they have to be in the same place now and kind of learn together. And so as the story goes on, you find out that they're made to fight each other at one point because they believe one of them might be the child of prophecy, which supposedly the child of prophecy is going to, get rid of all the Kagare and, restore peace to the land, kind of thing. And so, obviously, he still is dead set against any sort of fighting Kagare, and she wants to fight him because he kind of did what she couldn't earlier in the book, and so she wants to prove that she's stronger than he is. And so, one thing I liked, especially this part in the book, I really liked the dark side of him kind of thing. So that was something I really did enjoy. And so they do fight, but then you find out that they aren't the child of prophecy. Neither one of them is. They believe that they are the twin star exorcists, which is another prophesied thing. But now they are expected to be married and to, create the child of prophecy. And that's kind of where the book sort of leaves off, with some other things in between there. So I've got to say, even though it's just kind of a generic, basic shonen battle series, it kind of seems like, I really liked it. I liked the inclusion of almost two main characters. Obviously, Rokuro is the main character, but I like how it's added this male-female duo setup. It's not just the one super strong guy with all his cast of characters. It's got the cast of characters sort of set a little bit, but the fact that you kind of have this male, female, this twin, you know, group duo that together they are stronger than they are without each other, I thought that was a bit of a unique addition, and not your complete generic storyline for how shonens go when you have the one character that's for some reason ridiculously strong. And I just think Rokuro has a really interesting background, and also Benoit also seems to have some sort of connection to the Hinasuki dorm incident as well. And so that's another thing that kind of leaves more to be desired. So when I finished this book, I found myself wanting to read the next one. I was interested to see where the story goes from here. Hopefully the story does a good job of expanding. I think there's a lot of story and a lot of world building that still needs to be looked at. And so the book, it's still definitely unwritten on this. I'm definitely still looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm not already labeling it the next big thing or some huge masterpiece. But I do look forward to more of it, and I do think that it's going to be an enjoyable series and just a fun one to read. So I can't wait to see where it goes from here. But anyway, guys, you can pick up Twin Star Exorcist from wherever you want. It's from Viz Media, and it's $10. The generic price that they are. But anyway, guys, I have been Fiddle Ferret. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and also feel free to join the business and subscribe today to keep up to date on all of my videos that I post, from these manga impressions here to figure unboxings and anime unboxings and all that kind of stuff, and even some visual novels sprinkled in there. But anyway, guys, I've been Fiddle Ferret, and I will see you back on the prowl next time. Bye bye.